it for you. If you need.
Okay, and I just got everybody in that was waiting, I saw. Okay.
Okay.
So I think we're ready. Are we ready, Liz?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. And again, let's start over. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here this morning. This is our Monday morning miracle call, which just is amazing for everybody. And I thank everybody to be on here. And like I was saying, the convention was just like out of sight this weekend. And I was so privileged to meet so many of you face to face. And I had met some of you that are on this call that are a little timid and shy to speak up. Please don't be timid. We learn from all of you. And this is how this all gets started. It got started, and we love you all. So I'll just give you a little bit of ground rules and we will get moving. But we want to hear from you. So how you do that is at the bottom of the screen, there is a reaction button. You go to there and you just raise your hand. And when you do that, if you wouldn't mind leaving your hand up so that I can see you on my screen and call on you in order, that would be great. Please keep your shares to maybe 30 seconds to a minute, because I'm hoping we're going to have a lot of shares like we normally do. So we want to give everyone a chance. And we like to stay compliant. And what that means to especially some of the new people is we don't name any at all diseases. Please try not to say diseases. If you explain it, give us your symptoms, we will figure it out. And if there is any question, somebody else can come on and maybe make a little additional symptom, but please stay compliant. And the first 15 minutes, we take this call and we want to bring our granddaddy patch out, the X39, which is the most important patch as most of us think. So please, if you're sharing, please do the X39 shares for around the first 15 minutes. And please know, we don't treat, cure, diagnose any diseases, any symptoms. We are here mainly to help you treat your symptoms and give you a better way of living. So please, on that note, I already have Allie up. Please unmute and let us hear what you have to tell us.
I realized I've been using the patches 2 years, and when I very first got the X39, I think it was 2, possibly 3 days, I had no feeling in my fingers and toes, and there it was again. So I was super grateful for that.
Oh, wow. I mean, we can't thank David enough, can we? I mean, he has changed all of our lives. So
Good.
It is so great. So great. Jennifer, you're up. Please unmute.
Hi, yes. I actually learned a lot from convention. I also have used the X39 for 4 months. The first night I used it, I thought the wrong way because I used it at night. But then I learned you can put the patch on during the day or the night. And since I've put it on at night, last night was my 3rd night, and it's the first night I have slept completely clear through the night without having to get up in the middle of the night.
Wow.
So my rest is amazing, and I'm sold out to X39 at night. But and that's where we all have to figure out what works best for us.
Right.
So I would say that to everyone, just continue to work on what works best for you.
Right. And I'm going to expound on Jennifer, and that was beautiful. You can put the patches when you want them, but you have to watch when you do it. Like X39, a lot of times people can't sleep, although a lot of people get good sleep. So you have to finagle them, in the morning, in the night, but drink, hydrate, plenty of water, because your body is an electrical system. And these patches work on that system that we have. And your body is only ever going to heal you. So Jennifer's results are just wonderful. And thank you for sharing that, Jennifer. Jen Allen, come on.
Hi, everybody. Okay, Jennifer LaValle, you gave me a reason to raise my hand. I'm in my t-shirt ready to go walking, but it's a LifeWave t-shirt. I want you to know, Ruba. Okay. I have a man that is signed up with me, he and his wife, who's a nurse, And he is a very well-known veteran in Tampa Bay, and he's in a wheelchair. He has, he's the legs are paralyzed. So, he said to me when I first went to see him and we'd signed him up and he'd started using the patches, Jennifer, what does LifeWave tell you about? And he told me about a problem with the wrists that makes them get numb.
Got it.
Okay,
Mhm.
God, I get it right.
Got it. Very
Anyway.
good.
So he said, what do you know about it? I said, well, I had surgery like 5 years ago, and so mine's all fine, but I had that problem too, but let me look. And I literally just sitting with him, I pulled up YouTube, put LifeWave and that problem name under YouTube. A 12-minute video popped up saying it really works, blah, blah, blah. And he said, well, let me tell you, I have been using it now the last 3 nights. It's funny, Jennifer, you mentioned 3 nights. And my hands were getting numb. They were really numb because he's pushing a wheelchair all day and he's very active. He goes everywhere. He said, I'm able to sleep through the night now because my hands aren't numb anymore. And so I'm going to use X39 at nighttime. And that was the first time I'd heard from anybody that insisted on using it at nighttime.
Mhm.
So it sort of backs up what you're saying, Jennifer LaValle. And anyway, I loved seeing everybody. And I didn't even get to talk to you, Jerry, or any, I'm
I
overwhelmed.
know.
There were so many people.
It
But-
was.
Love everybody. And that's my one story,
Right.
check.
And along with what they're saying about the nighttime, I mean, a lot of you know Dr. Jeffrey Hubbard, and
Mhm.
he mainly uses it that way because he knows and he explains that it is healing your body while you are sleeping. And he prescribes it that way most of the time. So yes, try it that way. If you aren't having the results that you want, try it at nighttime, but drink water. So thank you, Jen Allen. And I'm sorry I missed you. Okay, please unmute Mary Beth and come on in.
Hi, good morning.
Hi.
So, okay, so they inspired me as well. So, the same thing when I've been using the patches for about a year, 18 months. But when I first started, my back was numb. I was numb from the waist down. At night, I could not lay on my back. I couldn't flip over because I would turn numb from my botched epidural when I had my kids 20 years ago. And also my arms would go numb from the elbows down at night, every night. And after about 6 days of using X39, and I use that during the day, not night, for those, so to reference back to the others,
Right.
I woke up on my back one night and I was good, like no more numbness, no more pain. My arms and hands were no longer numb. And I have been good ever since.
Wow.
So,
So all your numbness is gone.
all my numbness is gone. And this was the first convention that I've been at since using the patches, and I was great. The only time I hurt, usually my back would be killing me, my feet would be killing me. The only time I hurt was after I wore those boots on Thursday night. And I put Ice Wave on the bottom of my feet that night, and I woke up good to go the next day. So
Good. Good. Yeah, we did sacrifice for Thursday night a little, didn't we?
just a little, but just let people know the 39, I just wore it on the back of my neck and during the day. So that also helped me with my night stuff. Because I didn't want to wear it at night. So you can do it day or night.
Right.
Same
And thank you
result.
for saying that too, because just because you're wearing it at night doesn't mean it's going to only be that way. Day takes care of night, but some people react better when they do it at nighttime.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Mary Beth. And I'm sorry I missed you. I didn't see you, but I didn't know everybody. Hope I see you next year. Okay, we have Kristen, please unmute and come on in.
Okay, sorry, I don't have camera this morning.
That's
It's
okay.
a little wonky.
Okay, we can
Um,
hear you.
I was just driving around listening yesterday to a recap that somebody did from the convention. And all of a sudden, it dawned on me that I can get out of bed in the morning. I've been using them for 4.5 months now.
Okay,
And I can get out of bed and stand up in the morning. When I started, I couldn't do that because my lower back was so sore.
oh,
Now,
wow.
I can see still a lot of things still happening, and I do have questions. Can we ask questions, or is this not appropriate?
You can ask questions, that's fine.
Okay, so my question is, I have difficulties with my knees, and I can tell that they're working on my knees because they're changing. But I've also heard that, I think it was David that said that you can put carnosine and something else on your knees, one on either side, and it will
Okay,
build
Kristen,
some of the structures in your knees.
I will give you a little bit on X39 with the knees, and after we're done here, please raise your hand again and we'll go into the other patch protocols with you. The knee thing though, that I wanted to tell you is I've been on the patches now about 27, 28 months. I had a lot of health conditions, really, really bad. And there was no way, I looked about 100 when I tried to get up and down off the floor, could not be on my knees because the pain was like a spear going through it.
Yeah,
I am now crawling on my knees, and I was down painting my baseboards and in my attic getting decorations
Wow.
out. So things take time. We didn't get
I
this
know.
right overnight, okay? But
Oh,
yes,
but yeah,
we will come back into that protocol in just a little minute, okay? I think
Okay,
we still
thank
have
you.
some X39, but raise your hand again, Kristen. Thank you.
okay.
Okay, John, nice to see you.
Yeah, thanks, Jerry. Hi.
Didn't see you there. Were you there?
No, I was not. I
Okay.
did not make it. I just wanted to say that the X39, what I'm doing right now is I'm using the X39, X49, and the Eon. And it's absolutely been amazing as far as my cognitive abilities. Very, very fortunate that my physical being after 11 months with the patches, I have, no aches and pains, no physical ailments whatsoever. But what I've seen is taking it to the next level. I've as far as my cognitive awareness and that it's subtle, but then as time goes on, I realize that I've got a mental sharpness and a mental clarity that I'm a senior. I have a couple of projects. I'm a senior health advocate, and in our society today, unfortunately, our people are really losing a lot of cognitive abilities. And I'm seeing the opposite with what I'm doing with the X39, X49, and the Eon. And it's just absolutely amazing that what it can do as far as mental sharpness and clarity is every day gets better. So I just wanted to share that part of it, I really wasn't aware of as much as I am now, and it just continues to get better.
And thank you so much for sharing that, John. And I just have a quick one in here to insert. My dad's 96, and obviously his those cells of his died a long time ago, so to speak. But his speech now, he is not looking for words, grasping for words, and this and that. It's about 18 months for him on patch. So anyways, thank you for sharing up. Yes, because the mental abilities are just really coming forth now in us. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you, John. Mara Ava, would you please unmute and join us?
Hi. So I had two testimonies. One, a customer of mine who is a senior, and she said to me the other day, Mara, you know what? My nails used to be all like bumpy, and now they're completely flat. And she's been on X39 maybe about a year now, and the other patches, but she just couldn't believe how much her nails had changed.
Yeah,
So I
and
think
my husband's have too, so that's a good one. I never thought about that.
Yeah, either did I. And then as far as me, yesterday I woke up. We can do other patches now.
Yes, go for it. Go ahead.
Okay. So I woke up yesterday all congested. My head was just completely full. My right ear, I couldn't even hear out of it. So as Dr. Tom says, wallpaper yourself. So I put an X39 Eon SP6 on my forehead, and then I put an Eon right by my ear. And I woke up this morning, no congestion. My ear is completely unclogged. And I had a little bit of a sore throat, no sore throat at all.
Wow. Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, patch, patch, patch. They work, right?
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Wallpapered myself.
Great. That's a good way to talk about it. So thank you, Mara.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Linda, you're back.
Hey, Jerry, I just want to say a shout out to everyone who was there in Florida and Orlando, because we got to gather, we got to celebrate, we got to dance, we got to gala together. So great,
It was
great
nice.
seeing you all in person. Oh my goodness. And when I was flying home, I saw Michelle and she goes, Linda, are you in Colorado now? And I had to go through Colorado to get to Las Vegas, but I saw a bunch of you on that plane. So hi. And then what I want to share is coming home from the airport, I had a Lyft pick me up and I asked the driver, I said, do you care if I sit in the front seat? He goes, go ahead. And I just got to talking with him and he was like, well, where did you fly from? And I said, Orlando. He goes, was it a vacation? I said, no. And then I told him about the patches and LifeWave and how they help people with pain. He goes, oh, I'm in pain all the time. I've had this pain here and down my back and for 6 months, solid, like it's an 8. And so I started talking to him about the patches. And so when we got home, his car's in the middle of the street. He takes out my suitcase and I get his contact information and I patched him with IceWave. So, and what I did is I put the tan where I said, where's the most pain? It was here. And then I put the white above it, but I only took off half of the backing. And I said, if you don't feel anything in a couple minutes, just move it around like a clock. So I'm so excited that I just, everywhere I go now, I'm talking to people and it's just natural. It's just fun to not think about, oh, I've got to prospect. No, it's just people are right in front of you. So.
Well, they are, and everybody needs this. So, and we can help everybody. So great going, Linda. Thank you so much. That's the way to do it. Thanks. And next is John Ward. Please unmute. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice meeting you. And I'd just like, for those of you that don't know, Suzanne Summers was a great advocate for LifeWave and David Schmidt, a friend of David Schmidt's, and she lost her battle with breast cancer on Saturday. So anyway, well, one of the things, as many of you know, when you go to these conferences, the lack of sleep is really prevalent. Like Thursday night was like 4 hours of sleep. Friday night was like maybe 5 or 6 hours of sleep. And then Saturday night for me, I went to bed at midnight, had to be up at 3:30 to get people to the airport. And then I took Sunwolf an hour out of my way and then drove 10 hours to the Smokies. But I did that all with X49, X39, and energy enhancers on Lung 1 and K1, and only 2 cups of coffee. So for many of you that don't know, if you don't know, my eyesight has changed from 2025 to 2015. So with that lack of sleep and the improvement in my vision, I was able to drive that way very defensively, and I had to be defensively because I had to just be conscious of not getting in trouble that happened in front of me. But it just makes my driving so much easier. So I'm in love with energy enhancer.
Exactly. And we can get it all the time. So thank you for sharing, John. Wonderful. Next up is Julianne. Please unmute. Join us.
Oh, good morning. Oh, there I am. I'm not upside down. So on the plane, when it takes off, the pressure changes in the cabin. And then on the descent, it really gets bad if it's landing very quickly. Well, usually I have such pressure in my ear and mainly in my left ear that it is so bad that I am like cringing and I am in tears because the pressure is building up so much, it hurts. And then I feel like I'm talking in a funnel. my head is in a cloud. And so I placed X39 here and Eon here behind my ears. My ears popped the whole way up, and on the landing, I was able to unplug my nose by blowing my nose or yawning or swallowing. And I had no pressure built up behind my ears or in my ears whatsoever. And so I will never travel without Eon and X39 behind my ears again. So,
And all of you on planes that have problems, please listen to Julianne because, oh, wow. Yeah. What a relief, huh, Julianne?
it was a relief. Yes.
Thank you for sharing. And Dr. Barbara, please come on. Nice meeting you this weekend.
Yes, okay. It was really fun to see a lot of you. So hello, everybody. I just wanted to make a quick comment, and I forgot the name of the lady who said it dawned on her that she was able to get out of bed.
Jennifer, I think.
No, I don't think it was Jennifer.
No.
Anyway,
No,
one of the earlier
just-
comments, she said it dawned on her after 4 months that she's able to get out of bed. And I just wanted to point out what I say often on Tuesday calls is that normal is not noticeable. And so when you're sharing these patches with people, always remember to have them quantify their level of pain or whatever symptom, right? A scale of 1 to 10, however they want to do it. But just have them know what it is now, because it will change and they may not notice it. But
Right.
that's a big change, and it sure is noticeable now, I'm sure. She's able to get out of bed.
Yeah.
So that's all I wanted to say is
No.
normal isn't noticeable. So use the health tracker and use the 1 to 10 scale to number symptoms and
Thank you
complaints.
so much. So that's wonderful advice. Please, everybody do that, because quantifying whatever the symptom is as you see it go down, and a lot of people are skeptics and non-believers, they will believe. So thank you, Dr. Barbara. We have Kristen, come on back in. There you are.
Yep, sorry. Yeah, it was me that was talking about getting out of bed, and yeah,
Oh.
it's very significant. So I noticed that discomfort moves around to different places. But like you said, we didn't get here overnight, so we need to
Right.
wait. So
Right.
my question is, like if we're gonna use carnosine for our knees and our eyes, can we put it on both places at
Yes.
the same time?
Yes.
Or should
Yes.
we put it on both places at the same time?
Okay, I'll give them, if anybody else has suggestions, I would put it. I mean, if you have a couple places, put it there. I mean, and if you are in severe, if the condition is severe, you can use 2 X39s or 3 X39s or whatever the patches are. But when you have a severe condition, go ahead and, like it was saying, you paste up. And yes, if you have 2 different places, I would, yes, put them on those places.
Jerry, can I say something about that? This is Dr.
Yes.
Barbara.
Yes, I'm looking.
I'll just share with you something that David Schmidt shared with us in Aruba about X49 and the carnosine patch. One of the things that is not talked about or shared or advertised about X49 is that when you use X49 with X39, it will increase your carnosine more than the carnosine patch.
Oh,
Wow,
wow.
So if you're using 39 and 49, you don't really need to use the carnosine patch, but I think the carnosine patch is still really valuable, especially when you want to use it, on or over your eyes. But that's just something I think people can be aware of.
No, that's good to know. I never heard that stated. I know on some cases, though, I know with the regulation of sugar and everything with the carnosine, the additional use of that patch has helped some people. So, but
Yes.
yes. So I guess if, like I'm saying, if it's more severe, Dr. Jennings, you know, you can use it, but that's good to know that, wow, that's a lot of carnosine.
It is. So, you know, you can use the X39 and 49 in their default spots, and then you can put a carnosine, you know, on some other specific place you're working on if you would,
Right.
if you'd like to do that. But
Great.
if you're
Thank-
just after carnosine in general, do the performance bundle.
Yeah, that sounds great. Okay, thank you so much for letting us know that. Gary, you're up. Please unmute.
Good morning, everybody. So the
Good
convention was so amazing. And if you make it your goal, everybody who didn't get to go, to do whatever it takes to get to the next one, the good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. And it's so amazing. I just do everything on a smartphone. I'm gonna cry baby. It was so amazing, you guys. But there was so much love, and we have the greatest business and leader and group, and it was a pleasure to meet and know all of you. And woo, this is one of the best decisions of all of our lives. And so thank you guys for all the love and kindness. So
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. I did not see you. I'm sorry I missed you. I would have loved to.
Real quick and hugged you. I think it was you.
At Thursday night, was it?
I think
No?
so.
Oh, okay, at the party.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. All right.
He had a black
wig on.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I had my black afro wig on and a baby blue jacket.
Oh, okay.
Shower. So my point is that as a young man, I had to have ear operations to graft skin from behind my ear to make new eardrums. And so in that process, they cut some of let's see, the name of those, can't remember the name of I got all verklempt because of my heart. So anyhow, the ears and the hair, the cochlea, were damaged, some of them. So I've always had trouble with motion sickness. I was a designated one that they had to stop.
Do we need anything at Food Lion?
So anyhow, because of that, I was a designated babysitter at all
Yeah.
amusement parks because I couldn't ride.
I'm gonna
any
go to the
rides.
post office in a little bit. huh?
For
Could
the
everybody
first-
mute
hold
so
on
we
just
can
a
hear?
moment.
I'm gonna mute everyone again, and then you'll have to unmute yourself.
Thank you. Okay, Gary, you have to unmute. Gary, unmute again.
Okay, there we go. For the first time in flying out of my 3 times, I had trouble with motion sickness. I was like, oh man, it's gonna ruin everything. But Dr. Barb and Michelle and Jen helped me put an X39 on my wrist and know the pressure points. I was with the sticker here, the X39 here, I'm holding that point and doing this. But the more of the stories, it didn't completely take it away, but I could feel when it was rising, and I thought, oh no, it made it manageable, and I made it through the trip, and I didn't have to use that special little bag that they provide. So, anyhow, love you guys.
On that, well, let me go real quick on that note. Since I was a young child, I couldn't even be in the back of a car. And I did tell people this last week, but I was in Canada for 9 days on buses, on boats, on gondolas, on speedboats, on rafts. And I used the protocol for that. I put it in chat and I had no problems. And after all these months of being on it, it's taken care of it. So thank you for letting us know you were better too. So, okay, we're at the bottom of the hour, so I'm going to let Deb take us out and then we will finish up unless the couple here have more questions that were on before.
Hi, I have had hip pain ever since I've had that nasty virus. And it's been probably about 1.5 years. And it's painful, but yet not. So I didn't, I've always used the X39, but I thought, I want to go out dancing. I want to do whatever. So I thought I put the Ice Wave on it. I did that Friday night, whatever, and then wore overnight, and probably wore probably a little bit longer than I should have. But in the middle of the night, my muscles actually shifted, which I think that the Ice Wave finally let the inflammation go. it shifted, so it went back into place. My knee don't hurt, my foot don't hurt, everything don't hurt now. It's like, after a year and a half of it all hurting, it just one night of doing that,
Wow,
it's gone.
amazing. Wow. I'm so happy for you, Deb. So
Yeah, I
we
can
love
walk
those
around
results. I mean, those
and I
results are
sit at my
amazing.
desk for a job all day, so it's always making it worse because
Sure.
but anyway,
Mhm.
so it's good.
Oh, great. Thank you. And Kristen, do you have something else to share? Maybe you forgot to take your
Oh,
hand down?
I
There you are.
forgot to take my hand down, but somebody did put something in the chat about carnosine and sugar issues. Was Dr. Barbara, I think that was her name,
Yeah.
suggesting to use extra carnosine for sugar issues?
Well, I mentioned it. I used it on my father and his numbers have dropped. The carnosine is a sugar regulator. Yes.
Oh, that's good to know. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it works well and his has been coming down slowly. So yeah, it is. Use that carnosine. It's a wonder drug. And
Yes,
we have
but
Kim.
SP6,
Jerry,
Wait, yes,
SP6 is the primary patch for sugar management.
thank you for that. I didn't hear that one. I thought it was only carnosine. Thank you. So SB6 and carnosine, Dr. Barbara?
That Megan has her hand up.
Yeah, I get
Yes.
Cam yet. Yeah.
I just wanted to say, I mean, I've got stuff I could share, but I just wanted to say Megan had her hand up for quite a while and got skipped over. So,
No, I called on her once, so I was coming back to get her the second time.
oh, okay. Sorry.
No, but I don't see her there now. Is she?
I don't know.
No.
She was in her car. She might have had to drop off.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, there she is. You're back. Megan, you're back.
I am. Hey, I just wanted to let everybody know, like I use, I guess the traveling and the lack of sleep and everything, my stomach was like seriously bothering me on the trip down here. And, especially on Friday night. So, when I got back to the room, I actually did my energy enhancers, like, I don't know the name of the pressure point, but it's like level with your belly button. And then 6 fingers up from that, I did carnosine. Let me tell you, I was fine. I actually have it on now just because we're driving and it's not motion sickness. My stomach was just really tight and I didn't feel good. So I've just been using that and it has been a wonder. And of course, yeah, I'm using X39. So I just wanted to let everybody know that really, really helped my stomach.
Thank you, Megan. Sorry to miss you earlier. And I have one more I just want to share that I found phenomenal this weekend because I was trying to, I have a pastor, one of the pastors at the church is a paraplegic. I've been in a wheelchair since he was 18. And I just wanted him to start the X39s. I wanted to gift them to him and he wouldn't because, you know, he was told nothing's ever going to help him. Well, at the convention, I learned of a woman in our group, as a matter of fact, that had a skiing accident when she was 17 years old and severed her spinal cord around breastbone level. So, she now, after 6 months of X39, now has what she thinks, she feels something, but since she has not have feelings, she doesn't know what that's all about. So the pain has diminished and she's getting some feelings in her legs. So I just wanted to share that. Please don't ever, ever give up. It's our gift to show it to people, let them try it, and then give them some of the results that you all shared here this morning. And Cam-A, your hand is up.
Yeah. You were talking about Cheryl and
Right.
I talked to her at the dinner and she was saying that she has movement. She can move her body
Yeah.
now below her breasts. And that's phenomenal for her.
Yeah, it is.
But I was going to say, don't forget about the young people. We talked to a young man. I usually have somebody push me in a wheelchair because carrying something and walking for a long distance really hurts my back. So this young man was pushing me in a wheelchair at the airport and we started talking about pain, I guess. And I said, I'm sure you don't have any pain. And he said, oh no, I'm in pain all the time. He said, I had a motorcycle accident that almost killed me 3 years ago. And he said, I have searing pain in my knee constantly. So I told him to pull his pants leg up, and I patched him with Ice Wave, and it took his pain away immediately. And
Thank
he
you.
was extremely impressed.
Wow.
So, don't forget about like the Lyft
everyone.
driver and all these people that we run into.
Right.
Just share it. It's
Exactly. Yeah.
such a gift.
Yes, and I want to be conscious of everybody's timing. We're past the hour. I want to thank everybody for being on here. We don't have Robin or Gregory on because they're, still traveling in the meeting. Liz, do you have anything to say that they had conveyed that we need to tell the people other than get to next year's meeting?
No, not at this time. To my knowledge, we will be having our regular Monday evening
Okay.
update and training. I think that they will be back home by then. So
Okay.
Gregory and Robin, I believe, will be joining us this evening. So
Okay.
back to you, Jerry.
So thank you so much for all of you joining us. Please come back next Monday and tomorrow night too. Tuesday night is wonderful with the testimonial. So thank you all for being with us. And
Jerry?
oops, Cammy.
Remind everybody that we only have till tomorrow night to
Right.
get the
convention
$147.
Watch it. Let me do this.
And you brought that up, and they said at the convention, it's a convention. Is it only for convention people, do you know, or is it for
No,
everybody?
it is not. It's for anyone.
Thank you, Liz. And they did say that it's fully refundable after they come out with the hotel, correct?
Not sure about that. I'm sure Gregory
Yes.
will have enough.
They said it on stage that the fee is refundable.
When they come out
100%.
with the date.
Right.
When they,
Yeah,
once they
exactly.
find the
Thank
date.
you. Okay, thank you. So
Because I thought I heard something, but on the email, it says it's non-refundable.
well, it's not on the 147 for the convention people. It's 147 till tomorrow. On stage, they said it is refundable. They were penning what the hotel was going to be. So we have no information on when and where exactly it is. But, it's a phenomenal price for all of us to get to our 20th anniversary convention. It's going to be monumental. And I can't imagine what David is going to bring out next year because we had another drone this year and, his mind works in ways that, as he says, God leads him and he just thanks God every day and he just wants to help us all. So please, I am so grateful that all of you are part of our community to do good, to help everybody and to bring everybody's life into a better realm for themselves. So thank you for joining us. Thank you all for your comments and we will see you maybe tomorrow night or tonight if you're coming on to the Monday night thing that we have tonight. Sorry. Okay.
Thank you, Jerry.
Thanks, Jerry.
Okay. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you, Jerry.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you.
Hey, Shannon. Nice to meet you, Shannon.
Great.
Bye-bye.
Bye.